My left eye is telling me it is time to return to AI. If you remember what happened last time, ace detective Date was blackmailed by a teen idol for him to take her to a murder scene because she wanted to see it. So I'm not exactly impressed by our main character so far. Seems like the eyeball is doing all the work so far. It seems like anyone could have this eyeball and be doing the job that Date is doing. I don't know. Let's continue on. A little recap of the last stream, I guess. All these memories. Alright, here we are. It says we can click on a map. And we're gonna take her to go see, well, not a dead body anymore. The dead body, I'm sure, has been removed. They must have removed it by now. Well, I guess let's have a chat.
Questions. What's it like being a detective?
Wouldn't know much about that. I'm not a detective.
Oh, what is our position then?
But you are a cop, right?
Right. But I'm not on the crimes unit.
Even though we're investigating a crime?
Then what unit are you in?
What indeed?
You aren't gonna tell me? Please?
What are you doing?
Just thinking about posting that video.
Whoa, hold up now.
Well then tell me!
You know, I brought it up last time. I'm sure our eyeball could delete that video. I don't know if we're just putting her on. Just letting her think that she has the advantage. 'Cause I'm pretty sure the eyeball can handle this. Let's ask about Mizuki.
We're good friends. We go to movies and karaoke and go shopping together.
So, this is the 12-year-old girl that Date takes care of. We're not her father, but we take care of her because I guess her parents were arrested. No, not arrested. Divorced? That's completely different! Why would I even say that? They're divorced, and for some reason we have taken the daughter. We don't know why yet. Now the mother has been murdered.
She's really good at listening to me bitch and moan about my problems.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean she wants to. It could just be that she's too polite to say anything about it.
I'm so much older than her, but it really doesn't even feel like it.
Yeah, you said you're 18. Why are you hanging out with a 12-year-old? Why did she become an idol?
Well, I guess it was because I've always wanted to be famous, you know? I want to be famous, get on TV, be a household name.
But you're not there yet.
It's alright. Internet stars do better if they don't sell out.
Internet star?
Ota didn't tell you? I'm most famous on the internet. I do songs, and dances, and play video games and stuff on stream.
Oh, tell me about this streaming.
Have you heard of Shovel Forge?
Shovel Forge is a game in which you manipulate cubes on the terrain to build structures.
I've been focusing a lot on that game lately.
What about being on TV?
I'm not very popular yet. I can only get on TV as a background singer or something. I don't get many gigs either.
Okay, so I thought you were a real idol. Apparently I was misinformed. About Ota.
Why do you ask?
You two are very close for an idol and a fan.
Ota is special.
Yeah, I kind of got that.
He really is like a hero to me.
I mean, he's dressed like an anime protagonist.
Hero, huh?
He looks like he's about to go on his journey, on his adventure. I mean, he just needs to visit Professor Oak and he's off on his way. I mean, some people, it takes them a while to start their Pokemon journey. Some start off at 10, others start off at 24. About that video.
You know, now that I think about it, wouldn't you get in trouble for that video too?
What?
The video. You're an idol, right? You have a status to maintain. If that video went viral, I think you'd be in trouble too.
It's okay.
It is?
Because sometime real soon, I'm going to die.
I mean, yeah, that's what I've been saying. Like, we're on the same page here.
What?
I can see into the future. I know when I'm going to die. Just kidding!
I hope so.
Anyway, I'm not going down without a fight. So I will release that video if you don't cooperate.
Doesn't answer the original question about wouldn't that video damage her reputation. Didn't mention that.
I'm part of a special investigation unit known as Abyss.
Date!
I don't have a choice.
What's Abyss?
Advanced Brain Investigation Squad. The public doesn't know about it.
Wow, cool!
Don't tell anyone.
I'm sure she can be trusted.
I promise I won't. I swear to the Egyptian goddess Isis.
Alright, so we learned that what we're working for, though we don't actually know what it is they investigate. Brains, apparently. I don't know how that ties into murders. We need to find out more about this Abyss. But first, how did Aset start working for Lemniscate?
Well, at first all I did was stream from home.
I hear that.
And then, not to sound cocky, but I started getting pretty big. I started getting offers from agencies.
And one of them was Lemniscate?
Well, not exactly.
Huh?
My mom's actually an old friend of the president of the agency.
See, it's who you know.
Friend of Renju's?
Yeah. So I asked him for advice one day. You know, you have to be careful. Even a place that looks legitimate with an office and everything can be sketchy. And my mom and I didn't know anything about the industry at all. Anyway, one day Mr. Okiura said to come see him at his office. And he...
Yeah, that's right. We've only known her as Aset, which I assume is not her name.
By the way, I didn't catch your name.
You really want to know?
It's okay if you don't want to tell me.
Iris. Iris Sagan. I know, weird, right? Ratty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Had it, poke it, fill it with fruit. Something wrong?
Man, I don't know, Iris. I had a flashback when I learned your name. You tell me if something's wrong.
No, there's nothing.
It's something, Date. Ask the eyeball about it. What does the eyeball think? Anyway, here we are at the murder scene. That we agreed to take the streamer with us.
Excuse me. Yukaname Date?
That's supposedly, yeah.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl?
Man, I don't know. Look,
She's an
don't
important witness for this case.
don't ask me why she's here.
Yep.
We've got business here.
Even though you don't actually bring witnesses to the crime scene to have them look around, Look, that's the best excuse I came up with.
Oh, okay.
She loves murder scenes. Oh, I guess we're looking around. Look at this control room. It's a control room.
Is that a phone booth?
No, it's a control room.
No, it's the control room.
See, it's a control room.
This is where the staff would run the merry-go-round.
I mean, if the murder didn't happen, yeah.
I was joking.
No, you weren't. Don't say something wrong and then cover it up by saying you were joking. This is a roof. Do you want to ask what this is? Wow, this has not been maintained well. I'm gonna look at the sky. It's clear and blue. Clear and cold. Autumn is my favorite season. Ferris wheel. Reminds me of a giant eye staring down. So much eye imagery in this game. Look at this barrier. The holographic caution. Oh, is that what that is? I was kind of wondering, what is this, like, red thing around the edges here? It's holographic caution tape. Future caution tape. This panda ride here. This type you put a coin in.
Black and white bear?
It's a panda.
I'm not gonna be punished, am I?
What?
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Just thinking about a game I like.
I don't know what game that's referring to. Skewered horse. Yeah, that horse is skewered.
Mr. Date, that horse.
Yeah.
That was stored in the warehouse nearby.
I don't know why it's like that.
Some kids must have broken in and put it up as a joke.
Oh, some of these are still green. If I've exhausted the options, they turn gray like that. Some of them are still green. We're in for another cold fall. Skewered horse. Merry-go-round horse skewered upside down. Looks pathetic. The panda. Panda ride. Bench. It's a bench. How many couples have sat here? Makes me angry looking at this.
I would burn all those damn benches if I could.
Oh, those benches.
Where is this anger coming from?
They think they're so good. I'll show them. Look, we all have our own things, our own things that set us off. For some people, it's benches.
But hey, if you sense any trouble, you can hop in there and change.
How old are you, making that reference?
I suspect that she did not give you her real age, knowing what a phone booth is.
How old do you think she is? Because I figured she was younger. You're thinking she's older? I do have a superpower, though. You want to see what my eyeball can do? Look at this pole. It's a metal pole.
I know what you're thinking, Mr. Date.
I wasn't going to ask you to pole dance. Oda probably would have.
You wanted to see me dance on that pole, huh?
What the hell are you talking about?
Can you not talk like this in front of the cop? It's a local cop. This horse. Oh, I can look at the horse.
Last night, Shoko's corpse was on top of the horse.
Right, this is the horse that the dead body was on.
It has been removed.
Yeah, I'm glad.
The body has been transported to headquarters for autopsy and review.
It'd be bad if it was still here. Yeah, this is where we found Mizuki, inside that column, holding the murder weapon. Well, we can zoom in on this one.
Aiba, can you show me the earliest recorded images of the scene of the crime?
What is your intention?
Shoko's cause of death was blood loss from multiple stab wounds with the ice pick. Naturally, there should be plenty of blood.
Agreed.
But there isn't a single drop on the
This
horse.
horse is spotless.
And it was like this when we found it.
Correct. There are no signs of blood being wiped or washed off, either.
That must mean...
Well, don't, finish the sentence, Date. What must that mean? We're in this together. Unfortunately, the last time we were investigating a case involving a woman who was murdered and all of the blood was removed from her body, we never did discover the ending to that mystery. Maybe this will be different. It's a metal pole. Nothing else to it. It's a parasol. Anything else we can see here? Yep, cityscape is green. You can see the buildings in the distance. There's a policeman over there. I doubt that policeman's any more important. Oh, we can ask them. How's the investigation coming?
It's not looking too great. We searched all over here, but we didn't find nothing.
Maybe it's what is not here that you should be looking for. Like, there's no blood. Where is that? You found the absence of blood, which is a clue. Just making sure that there's nothing more green here. Local cop. Another skewered horse. There's more than one. Over here. Anything new? Well, what about it, Iris? What do you think about all this? What are you doing?
I was trying to find some clues.
She's a natural detective, huh?
Mr. Date, was the body on top of this horse here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the one.
Seems like some kind of ritual murder to me. Maybe a religious cult sacrificing her to the devil or something. They conducted their ritual here, like shadowy, hooded figures, going around and around, stabbing her one by one.
That's quite an imagination. But, do you have any proof?
I do.
Well, let's hear it.
Well, apparently Iris is a profiler. I did not know she had that kind of experience. Why do you think this was a ritual murder?
The horses. Horse?
Of course.
Sounds kind of like Horus, right?
Exactly like it.
What are you talking about?
You don't know Horus? Horus is the Egyptian god of the sky and sun. The right eye is the eye of Ra, and that's the sun. The left eye is the eye of Wadjet, and that one is the moon. It's the same idea behind the eye of Providence.
The Eye of Providence?
The all-seeing eye.
Oh, I see. Just like what's on the back of a $1 bill.
Yeah, exactly. The Eye of Providence is supposed to be the symbol of Freemasonry and the Illuminati. Starting to see the picture?
Not really.
It's all coming together now. Have you been here before?
When I was younger, but not since it closed.
When did it close?
Kawasaki is restricted, right?
It seems like it hasn't been open for a while.
No one's supposed to be here.
Yeah, oh yeah, that mentioned that last time. There's like an entire district of the city that no one can go to. I don't think they said anything about why.
This amusement park, Bloom Park, is located at the heart of the Kawasaki district. It was closed 8 years ago.
8 years ago,
The closure was due to an accident at a nearby chemical plant.
Is it, it's dangerous to be here still? If it's still closed?
An explosion caused massive amounts of chemical pollutants to contaminate the area.
Well, I'm glad we're all standing around breathing the air. That clean
The
air.
government quickly issued evacuation orders. Eventually, the entire district was deemed unsafe for habitation and restricted. Therefore, Bloom Park was permanently closed.
But a restricted area doesn't mean much if there aren't enough officers to patrol it. There's still plenty of ways in. You can even get in by boat. Hell, some people ignore the evac order and are still living here.
Are they okay?
I don't know. But if anything happened to them, Be their own fault.
Are we safe?
We are, yeah. Decontamination for this area is basically done. The chemical concentration around here isn't high enough to hurt you. You could run a marathon here and be okay.
But it's still off limits, right?
Yes, legally. That keeps the media out, at least. I'm glad. It's quieter than it usually is.
Well, I guess that explains that. That was 8 years ago, which is not the same number as 6 years ago, which is when that case was, as well as apparently when Date lost his memory, which we still don't really know anything about. You're wasting your time, Iris.
Hey, Iris, I don't know what you're trying to accomplish here, but you're wasting your time.
What do you mean?
The cops already scoured the place. They didn't find any leads, not a single clue. If they had, they would have notified Iba.
Iba?
My partner.
Your partner? I don't see anybody.
She's right in front of your eyes.
Huh?
Enough about Iba. Why do you think this was a ritual murder?
I remember Ota describing the scene. He said there was an ice pick stabbed into the corpse's left eye socket. Taurus? Providence? Left eye? There has to be some kind of meaning to this.
Wait, what did you just say?
What?
The ice pick was inside the victim's left eye socket?
Yeah?
Ota told you that? He's sure that's what he saw.
Yeah. Why?
When we arrived at the scene, the ice pick was not in the victim's eye socket.
That's true.
If Ota's telling the truth...
He would have no reason to lie about such a detail.
He seems pretty good at lying, I don't know. He doesn't seem like it'd be above him to spice things up.
Tinazuki?
We should go.
Oh, come on! Just a little longer.
I know it's thrilling here, isn't it?
No. I'm already in enough trouble bringing a civilian in here.
Okay, I guess.
Hey, you alright? Are you okay?
Morning sickness.
What?
I'm kidding. It's not like I would know.
Get on. I'll give you a ride home.
Yeah, score.
Just wondering, but how much do you weigh?
Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady that?
105 pounds.
I see. 105, huh?
You can tell just by lifting me?
Yeah.
Your back is so warm, Mr. Date.
Backs tend to be... I suppose so. If you're pressing against someone's back, it usually will be a little bit warm. Also, when someone's sort of dizzy and has trouble walking, you know, giving them a piggyback ride, usually not the first idea. But then again, I am not in Abyss. It takes a different kind. A better kind, a better breed to... That they recruit the best in Abyss, so they have different ways of thinking. Oh, I can look at the dashboard. It's a dashboard.
No, I'm feeling kind of bored.
Oh, stop.
Seriously?
Here's the wheel. What about the center console? It's just the center console. I can look around. Cannot observe her legs, which, considering it's Date, seems odd. The glove box.
You know how stuff always gets beat up when you put it in here?
Well, not if you do it right.
Don't you wish they could make these things a little nicer?
I mean, it's up to you to make it as nice as you need it to be. How are you feeling?
shame.
Oh, you should worry about me more.
Looks like you're feeling better now.
Maybe I'm just acting.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What if I threw up right here?
I would put it right back where it came from.
That would be hard. How would you do that?
Ew, that makes me actually want to throw up.
Wait, seriously?
No, but I am kind of warm.
The current temperature is 70 degrees Fahrenheit, humidity 60%. It is unlikely that heat would be a factor.
Hey, Date. They say when you stick your hand out of a car going 100, you get a rush like you're holding D cups.
No one says that.
Hey, watch it! You'll get your arm ripped off.
Relax, I'm invincible. My arm regenerates like an alien's.
Didn't you tell me that you're gonna die soon?
It feels strange.
Your hand?
No, not that. It feels like I've met you before.
Well, that's nice. But if you don't get your damn hand back in this car right now...
Okay.
I wouldn't say sticking your hand out of the window is this incredibly dangerous thing. She's not like crawling out of the window or nothing.
The wind feels nice.
Or maybe she will start to stick her head out the window like a dog. Tongue flapping in the breeze. Alright, so clearly...
You should come in.
Clearly these two knew each other as children, even though they're different ages, and were raised in the same orphanage, but they lost the memories of knowing each other, of growing up in the orphanage, due to their own specific special powers, made them lose those memories. And it's going to be the big twist later on. I'm calling it now.
No, that's alright. I'm gonna head home.
Ooh, going home already?
Oh, who is this, Iris?
Not going to finish that sentence? Okay, yeah, that's right. That's right. We did see her in the dream sequence, didn't we?
Come on, I'll make some tea.
Well, I guess we're coming in anyway.
You're...
Nice to meet you. I'm Iris's mother, Hitomi.
Miss Hitomi.
And you are?
Kaname Date from the MPD.
Police? Are you a detective?
Well, not quite.
No, Mom. Mr. Date said he's...
Iris?
Said it was from the secret unit that no one can know about.
Oh, right. It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I guess we're talking. I can look all the way around. So, I understand you're going to die soon, is that right? Anyway, how old are you?
I'm 37.
Mm-hmm.
And Miss Iris here is 18?
Yup.
You were very young when you had her.
Yes, just 19 years old.
What about your husband?
I don't have one.
Divorce?
Mr. Date, please.
It's all right, Iris. I've never been married.
In fact, there was no father. One day I was just pregnant.
A single mother.
Yes,
Where do you work?
I'm a teacher at the local elementary school.
A teacher. Must be a tough job.
Oh, not for me. I love children. Even the struggles and challenges are quite rewarding for me.
All right, let's ask about Renju.
By the way, I heard that you were friends with the president of Lemniscate, Mr. Okiura.
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High. We've known each other for 20 years now.
Eitoku High.
You know it?
I know everything on the internet.
That's a lot of filthy information that you know. When that happens, do you think that Date is just sitting there staring, not saying anything? Or, like, is that communication happening instantly in his mind? Or is he just, like, sitting there for, like, 20 seconds, just staring forward? Do your feet know Renju's ex-wife?
Yes, I do. But I only met her twice. Once at Renju's wedding, and then again just a few months ago. Why do you ask?
No reason.
I guess she doesn't think it's strange that a cop just escorted her daughter home. I guess she doesn't have any questions for us. So how long have you been living here?
Since I was born. And Mom was living here before that.
I grew up in this house. I've made a lot of memories here. I've thought about moving before, but I just couldn't bring myself to leave this place.
In fact, I can't seem to leave this place. I can't go outside. Every time I try to do that, I just feel like I can't.
Why were you considering moving?
Well, because there was... well, I don't know.
Good enough for me.
Huh?
See? That's just like a weird compulsion that she can't leave. You look chipper.
You think so?
And considering that you were so weak I had to piggyback you before,
Yeah.
seem well now.
I was just thinking about a hunch I had this morning.
A hunch.
I love hunches.
There are flowers blooming behind me, right?
I don't see them, but
There are, yeah? What about them?
yeah? I don't see the flowers. Like, maybe just, like, right behind her. Like, behind her head. Are these... That's a flower over there.
The flowers.
It's an iris.
That's your name.
An iris. I thought those bloom in May.
That's the winter iris. Iris ungicularis. They bloom in the cold.
They bloomed just this morning.
I see.
In the language of flowers, the iris means good news and hope. When I saw the flowers this morning, I just knew something good would happen.
And you got to investigate a murder scene. Hooray! And no one has anything to say about the flowers. Should I look at the flowers again? That seemed like it probably would be more important. It had like its own zoom in and everything. No? I guess not. About the flowers. Yep, sure was. Is that it? I guess so. You were saying?
Mr. Date, please drink your tea. It's getting cold.
Oh, right.
We haven't even touched our cups.
Well, we've all been engaged in this scintillating conversation. We haven't even thought about our tea.
Well then, let's have a sip.
Synchronized sipping. There we go.
Are you left-handed?
Oh,
Mom used to be right-handed,
Oh, what happened?
but now...
We don't like to talk about how Mom became left-handed. We're not going to mention it.
lock
Oh no,
up on me.
we are going to mention it. Okay.
Ah, I see.
That's why her hand is like that. Oh, not yet. You seem to be doing well. I mean, are these just the same things before? Is there anything new?
Yeah, thanks to you. I feel as tough as a lion. Rawr!
Well, that was different.
How am I supposed to react to that?
Well, give her a roar back.
Don't think about it. You'll only hurt yourself.
So is this, I'm just trying to remember, does this room look like the one that we were in the dream? I don't really remember. It might be similar. Well, do you want anything more to say about those flowers? Yeah, nothing new, I guess. Well, I guess goodbye.
Well, I think it's time for me to be heading home.
Mr. Date, we'll see each other again, right?
I wasn't planning on it.
You sure you want that? I'm a cop after all.
I live dangerously. You might get hurt, kid.
If you ever see me again, it probably won't be under the best of circumstances.
I'll be investigating the death of your mom. I probably shouldn't have said that.
Oh,
But because you're Mizuki's friend, yeah, we might see each other again.
I might have to get you to talk to her about she's the murder suspect. I didn't mention that part. She's not talking to me. Maybe she'll talk to you.
She is kind of like my roommate after all.
what?
Anyway, be seeing you. Excuse me. Well, I should head home.
All right, take care, Date.
Purple gloves go with any jacket.
Date, let's go over the facts of the case.
Doesn't matter what the weather is. It's always the proper weather for purple gloves.
Good idea.
Oh, is it out of our head? Didn't have to pop out at that point. Anyway, the eyes looking at us, so we are seeing ourselves.
Hi, my name is Kaname Date. Nice to meet you. What? Date? I have the same name. What a coincidence.
Perhaps he's had too much medication.
Not the first time Iba's mentioned medication. I don't know what medication this is he's on, but it's been mentioned a couple times now. Play a game.
Hey, me. Want to play a game? Sure, let's play I Spy. I spy something round. My eyeball. Correct. I win.
I will terminate you.
Let's focus.
Don't push yourself, Date. No, I'm fine, Date.
You do not appear to be fine.
Where is it? Is it sitting on the passenger seat? I can't look that far. Our steering wheel is charging. Just noticed that. I don't know what's charging. Something's charging. Oh wait, it's in the steering wheel. I didn't notice that. So we have a custom steering wheel in our car where we can put the eyeball, and the eyeball has a charger for our eyeball. Okay. Just needed to clarify what the eyeball situation was in the car. Let's hear about the timeline.
Iba, can you give me a timeline of the events of the crime?
At once.
I
Okay.
wonder
Approximately.
who sent that Nile message to Mizuki.
Probably the culprit themselves.
But Mizuki wouldn't obey the instructions of a complete stranger.
I mean, it sounds like there's a lot about her that we don't actually know.
Then Mizuki knew the sender.
That's what I'm thinking.
Or the suspect used her friend's phone.
Iba, can you hack into the phone and find out who sent the Nile message?
Nile's security protocols are intricate. It will take time to decipher.
Man, even the social media service is too elaborate for our eyeball. About Shoko's corpse.
The estimated time of death is yesterday, Friday, around 5 p.m. The cause of death is blood loss from multiple stab wounds to the torso.
Yep.
The weapon used to commit the murder is almost certainly the ice pick Mizuki was holding when we discovered her.
Mm-hmm.
There were no fingerprints, hair, or other clues left behind by the culprit.
Let's ask about the bloodstains.
When we arrived on the scene, there was no blood on the horse the body was mounted upon.
Which means the merry-go-round wasn't the murder scene. Shoko was killed somewhere else and then brought there to be displayed. That means Mizuki couldn't have done it.
Let's not jump to conclusions.
She's 12. She can't move a body or drive a car.
You got me there.
Were you considering her a suspect?
That's part of the job.
I mean, she's the only suspect right now.
If there's even the slightest possibility.
Then this is good news. It means the likelihood of Mizuki being the killer is almost zero.
I knew that from the start. She would never put her hands on her own mother. She doesn't have what it takes to commit murder.
Kids can be surprising. Why was she inside the column, though?
Perhaps she was playing hide and seek.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like really the occasion, does it?
Hide and seek?
It was not a serious suggestion. I was merely joking, as you call it.
One more about Shoko's corpse.
The corpse was found tied up on one of the horses of the merry-go-round. This makes it clear that the killer had no intention of hiding their crime. Rather, it appears as though it was displayed deliberately.
Our perp wants the limelight.
Or is attempting to send some kind of message.
One more about Shoko's corpse?
The corpse was found with her left eye removed. That eyeball has yet to be found.
Maybe one of the cops stepped on it, was embarrassed, just kind of scraped it up and threw it away.
According to Iris's testimony, when Ota first discovered the body, the ice pick was still lodged in the left eye socket.
So why did Mizuki have the ice pick? Could she have taken the eye?
Like a souvenir. Let's go if there's anything on the mind.
Yes, as a matter of fact. I checked the surveillance cameras around Bloom Park again, and I noticed something strange.
Something strange?
There were no cars.
Is that strange?
Yesterday, in the parking lot and the streets in the vicinity, there was not a single vehicle.
Isn't there not supposed to be anyone there?
Are you sure?
In that district?
I am.
Then, how did the suspect move the corpse?
Piggyback ride. It's all coming together.
I have no idea.
We're looking for a suspect with very strong legs. Maybe we should look for like a marathon runner.
Welcome back.
The boss welcomes us back, but perhaps it's time to take a little bit of a break. When we come back, we're going to report to the boss, let her know what we found out, which was not really anything. I'm sure she will be amused by our conversations with Aset. We'll be, back in a little bit. The boss has welcomed us back. Let's tell her all about our productive day.
I brought her here after her examination was over.
The kid? Yeah, there she is.
Has she said anything?
No, still can't talk.
Can't or won't?
Was it okay for you to bring her here?
I got permission from the hospital. Apparently, the hospital director has been poking a few of the nurses.
I see.
So I asked him about that, and all of a sudden he seemed very open to the idea.
That's not permission, it's blackmail.
Same thing. You know what you need to do now, right?
Give the good cop, bad cop routine with the kid? Alright, which one of us is the bad cop, I guess? Sounds unpleasant, but we gotta solve this case.
Sync with her.
Sorry? Oh, what is this? Oh, hey, it's that guy. It's the guy who made the eyeball. Can we talk to him? Let's talk about this eye.
Hey, Pewter? About Iba. Could you do something about her personality?
Do something about it?
It wouldn't kill her to be more modest. Maybe a little more ladylike?
If you dare reprogram me, I will self-destruct in your eye socket.
Huh. So you were listening, huh?
Her vitals are stable. Her EEG is also stable. I think we can proceed.
Can I ask you about that collar? Like, is that part of your uniform, or do you choose to wear that? It's an outstanding collar.
She's only 12. You sure this is okay?
The machine is safe. I can guarantee that. You have nothing to worry about.
Also, the glasses. Like, are those like special, some sort of special lens, or like you have like a heads-up display on those glasses, or is that just style? Is that just your fashion? That's Pewter. We don't call him by his real name. He just insists we call him an alias. I guess he dresses this way just to let everyone know that he's a genius. Did you get Renju's permission? Yeah, the kid still does have a parent.
Renju Okiura is Mizuki's legal guardian. Did you get permission from him?
I couldn't get in touch with him.
Absentee father.
What? I thought he was being questioned by a local unit.
His questioning ended around noon. He hasn't been heard from since.
Why would he...
I don't know.
Are we sure we want to do this?
If we don't do it now, then when? This is exactly the kind of situation Abyss was founded for. Besides, if you dive into Mizuki's subconscious, you may be able to help her. Her aphonia is psychogenic. Physically, she's fine. Her injuries are mental. Which is understandable after seeing her mother like that. You may be able to heal her, Date. You just have to sync with her.
Has Date done this before?
Can.
I wonder. Is this like a new process? Any progress on the investigation?
You're asking me that now?
Yeah, seems like it's a good enough time.
I'm asking you to sync with Mizuki because we have no progress.
The kid's patient. She can wait.
Maybe Mizuki saw something at the scene.
She saw her dead mother. We know that.
Maybe she went inside that merry-go-round to hide. But she isn't answering any questions. The only way to find out is to dive into her subconscious mind. Don't you agree?
Oh, boss, that's your answer to everything. I'll try it. I know. We're just yelling at her from here, and she cannot hear us.
Date, look.
Hmm?
It's the girl from that horror movie, coming out of the well.
Oh, it is not.
What the hell are you talking about?
I wonder if... Could Aiba, like, play jokes on Date by making him see things that aren't there? That has not come up, but you'd think that she'd be able to. Look, look, this is where he doesn't go home. He has too much work to do here. He spends a lot of time at the office. He needs to bring his hobbies to the office. Look, the guy's a genius, you understand.
Interesting. This kind of furniture is often used for pile drivers in professional wrestling.
Well, I mean, no. Pile driving someone through a table is dangerous. Usually someone will lie on top of the table and someone else will, like, drop an elbow on them. Something like
Where
that.
on earth did you learn that?
Various things. You know, like these things. They're various.
Searching. Classic. Alternative. Progressive.
That's rock.
And they did say that we need to do this, but I can't say I'm seeing an option to do it. Okay, there we go.
We are ready to begin.
Date, go to the sync room.
Got it.
Agent Date, Mizuki is reacting. Her heart rate is rising and her brainwaves are showing signs of disturbance. She may be getting nervous about the procedure.
What? I'm just gonna dive inside her brain. What's to be nervous about?
Date, try to calm her down.
How do I do that?
I don't know how to interact with people.
It's true that she can't speak to you, but she can hear you. Try talking with her.
Sure thing, boss.
So, this is where I work.
Mizuki, I've never told you this, but I'm not an ordinary policeman.
You could probably guess that from how I dress.
I belong to a special investigation unit called ABYSS. Advanced Brain Investigation Squad. We explore the human mind with state-of-the-art technology and research. There are a billion kinds of suspects and persons of interest out there. People that lie, people that don't say anything, people that have head injuries, or some that have deep mental wounds that keep them from talking. So, how do we get clues from these people? We have to get inside their heads. The truth is in their minds. Our job is to find it.
Mizuki, consider your brain to be like a clogged toilet. I'm going to be taking a plunger, and about the sink gear.
I know it looks scary, but trust me, there's nothing to be afraid of. There's no pain, no side effects. When this is all over, you'll go back to your regular life like this never happened.
I mean, except for the one important detail about no mom. Except that part. That part actually is not going to get fixed. Sink.
Sinking is what we call diving into someone's subconscious mind. You sink deep down into their psyches, and you synchronize with their true selves. People like me are called sinkers. Sinkers enter the subject's subconscious, which is a dreamlike state we call Somnium. It's Latin for dream. There are 6 sinkers at ABYSS. I'm one of them.
So, here's what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna be inside your head. I'll be looking for clues about the culprit.
Not only that, we will also attempt to discover the cause of Mizuki's muteness and rectify it. With her aphonia cured, we can ask her further questions directly.
When this is all over...
Hey, Mizuki. When this is all over, what should I say?
When this is all over... Actually, I don't know if we ever found out what kind of food she likes. You like stew? You like stew, right? Let's get some stew.
Hey, remember when we went last time? You were laughing about how it looked like throw up?
Let's get some more of that throw-up food.
But it tasted so good.
Throw-up was delicious.
You were devouring it. You kept saying it looked awful, but you loved it.
You're saying how much you love eating vomit. It was a very strange night.
Do you not have a more heartwarming story, or...
I'm sorry, I'm really bad at this.
Date, her heart rate is steadying.
See, she likes the vomit story.
EEG is stable.
Date, get into position. Let's begin.
Oh, and Special Agent, I forgot to mention one thing. I added a new feature to the sync system.
A new feature?
You'll learn more when you're synced. It's very useful.
You could just tell me now.
Sure, got it.
Date, you ready?
Okay, ready anytime.
Remember, Date, you have only 6 minutes in the Somnium world. Any longer, and your consciousness will be absorbed by the subjects.
Oh, that's something that can happen.
I'll find a lead and get out in under 6 minutes.
That seems important.
We're counting on you.
Alright, so Mizuki's brain could eat us.
Let's begin.
What was that?
Nothing.
I was merely trying to enter the scene like a cybernetic assassin from the future.
Well, if you're trying to do that, you'd have to do it naked. Is this Bloom Park? Lightning and a birdcage. Maybe this is representative of Mizuki's state of mind.
The fact that Shoko was killed here must weigh heavily on Mizuki's heart.
Mizuki should be inside that column.
To get the information we need, we will have to deal with the lightning and the cage and get to Mizuki.
Move fast, or time is going to run out.
Unnecessary. Look around.
Look around?
This is the new feature of Sync that Pewter mentioned.
You can stop time?
Only when standing still. Time is moving incredibly slowly. Currently, you and I are transmitting information at high speed, so it only appears as though time has stopped. Are you familiar with the concept of time dilation?
It has to do with relativity, right? Two people can experience time differently depending on space-time.
This is similar to that. The flow of time in Somnium is different than the real world.
This could be useful. You can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes, right? But with this, you could take your time and explore.
Let's get started. Somnium scan! Activate!
Gotta heal the mental wounds.
To reach Mizuki, something must be done about the lightning that keeps striking the birdcage.
Lightning's supposed to strike at the highest point.
An ice pick piercing Shoko's photograph.
Aiba, the speaker over there. It's shaking.
I see. It must be connected to the ice pick.
What do we do here?
Healing Mizuki should be your top priority.
I know.
6-minute time limit, but only when we move, I guess, right? We move or perform an action. Pay attention to the remaining time left. Unlock all the mental locks within the time limit. All right, get rid of the lightning. So if I move the view, that does not... I mean, it is going down very slowly, but it doesn't speed up when I move the view. Let's take a look at Shoko's photo.
An ice pick stabbed into Shoko's photograph.
Well, I mean, let's probably pull it out, I would think.
Right. No one would want to see their mother like this. It keeps going. What is this?
Something happened over there.
Alright, so the lightning is no longer hitting the cage.
The pillar became a lightning rod.
It looks like we can get to the birdcage now.
Our next step must be to remove it. Date, we got a timey.
I'm sorry?
Timey?
Time induction matter in encephalon.
Of course.
You can think of it as an item that affects the flow of time. Using this, you can slow down or speed up time in Somnium.
Is this another function Pewter added?
Oh, benches. I hate them so much.
Correct.
Sounds like a dream.
Well, it is a dream. And because it is a dream, extraordinary things such as this are possible.
Got it. Guess I'll try to use them where I can.
Sometimes obtain them when I perform an action. It only affects the time taken to perform an action. I can hold 3 of them. Picking one up when I already hold 3 will just replace one. Expended after 1 use, but I should use them as often as I can. Okay. Remove the bird cage, blow the bird cage away. Anything else I can look at without moving right now? Doesn't seem like it. Alright, let's head over to the bird cage.
An enormous bird cage.
Pick it up!
Understood.
You can do it!
I knew it wouldn't work.
No, she just has to keep at it. It's positive that would work. Okay, so over... There's a microphone and control room. Let's head over here.
This appears to be the microphone for the speaker.
Threaten it?
Listen up, miscreant. I know you're hiding in there. Throw down your weapon and come out with your hands up.
Nothing happened.
Your parents would be very disappointed in you. You can fix this. You have so much to live for. You can't give up hope now.
You're having fun, aren't you?
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
I got a second timey. I got this control room.
The control room of the merry-go-round lifted out of the ground.
Probably can just open it, I would think.
What is your plan once I am inside?
I'd look around, I guess. Who knows what's in there?
It is a control room. Maybe we can do something in there.
I do not think it will be that easy.
Just try it.
I mean, if you could have picked up the cage, we wouldn't have to do this. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't expect to see this inside.
I do not see an exit either.
But there's something suspicious here.
I see 2 bird cages.
Looks like there's something inside them. Take a look.
Left bird cage or right bird cage. Get a little bit closer. Looks like there's a torn up photo in that one. And there are balloons in that one. Would we assume that there's only one that we can pick up? If we pick one up, the other one will not be picked up? Alright, let's give it a go.
A bird cage with blown up rubbers inside.
That's exactly what those are.
There is also a deflated rubber on the floor.
Could you please not call it a rubber? You can say balloon.
I do not understand. It is clearly rubber.
Please.
Tackle that thing. Obviously, your lifting power is not strong, so please... Oh, actually, it probably should just use like a timey when I do this. Okay, tackle it.
I'll send it flying! I think you've had enough. I'll let you go. This time.
You don't always have your true strength in dreams, I guess.
I'm not impressed with these physical feats that she's been doing.
A bird cage. There are balloons inside.
Alright. I guess let's peek inside.
There are a number of balloons inside.
Looks like they'd fly away if you lifted the cage.
What would that accomplish?
I don't know. Dream worlds are unpredictable. Cause and effect are screwed up here.
A bird cage. There are balloons. This'll be easy.
Glad to hear it.
What? But it was so heavy.
All right. We blew it away.
But nothing happened.
Oh? What is this?
A deflated balloon.
All right, check out the deflated balloon.
Date, you've got 4 minutes.
A deflated rubber.
That's what it is.
I told you, please call it a balloon.
What are you getting so worked up about?
Well, let us cut down on the time, and obviously we're going to eat it.
What?
Yeah, you can put it in your mouth, chew it, and then blow it up like bubblegum.
I could blow it up normally.
Are we not going to eat it? I'm disappointed in that.
Balloon. Understood.
It's huge. I wish your boobs were that big.
I mean, you really don't.
Are you serious? Those are obscenely large for a human. Well, I suppose I am not technically human.
So...
Date, please, be quiet.
I mean, I know some fan artists like to, but... taking liberties with the character designs and all, but...
You were able to get out?
Perhaps the balloon was the key.
Oh, she lost her balloon. Alright, that seems uncalled for. I just gotta make sure that they never fly away.
Alright, now that the birdcage is off, let's get Mizuki.
Do you not see the horses spinning at hurricane speeds?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like that much of a problem.
If you stop time, you can go in, right?
But I cannot stop time while I'm moving.
Oh, right. Guess we gotta figure out how to stop it from spinning.
Map icon. Alright. I don't think we've interacted with the parasol, have we? I don't think we have. There's the microphone there, so the parasol's over there.
The parasol is spinning freely.
Well, let's use a timey, and now let's breathe on it.
Think of it like a girl's skirt.
Silence, Date.
Wow.
There you go.
Merry-go-rounds can fly?
Mission accomplished.
Date, over there.
Iris? Why? Why is Iris...
She appears to be frozen.
What the hell is going on? What is this?
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Why do you never keep quiet? Is this fun for you? Giving your mother a hard time? That hurts! That hurts! Please stop! I'm sorry! Why are you here? I'm sorry! I'm sorry! If you weren't here, everything would be fine. I'm sorry! Apologizing means nothing! Say something! Don't make me into the bad guy! But... What's that look, huh? Ow! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! It's all your fault. You... I wish you had never been born!
Mizuki's voice. The other voice is likely...
Damn. What's going on here? Aiba, look out!
What? I was about to become a pancake.
Good thing this isn't a bed and breakfast.
That frozen iris does intrigue me. But Mizuki first.
Let's get to Mizuki while the merry-go-round is stopped.
If I choose the correct answer as my final action, I can exceed the 360-second time limit. So even if it seems like I don't have a lot of time left, don't give up. Might still be able to do it. Computer's sleep-talking. More than 1 second when you clear, you get a what? I don't know what that was. Anyway, there's Mizuki, and it seems like she has not very good memories of her mom. Was it like that all the time, or was it just the one occasion?
It's Mizuki.
Okay, let's use one of these. And let's encourage, Try to make her feel good.
But why?
It's motivational. A lot of companies do it.
I suppose I will give it a try. Hey! Stop moping around! Stand up and get out here!
Guess it didn't work.
I don't think it works for those companies either.
It's not really the quite of motivational speech I was thinking, but okay. It's fine. It's fine. We have 3 minutes.
It's Mizuki.
Alright, use one of these, and speak kindly to her.
Mizuki, can you hear me? We will protect you, Mizuki. We will always be there for you. So... it's all right now.
Hey, do you think we can use that speaker? Maybe she needs to hear her mother's voice.
Mizuki. Mom loves you, Mizuki. I love you. I am so glad that you were born. So glad.
Hey, do you hear something?
Is that... a phone ringing?
Where's it coming from?
Date, don't! You can't stay any longer!
Ah, sweet, sweet lies. And we have plenty of time if we want to look for that phone.
you okay? Mizuki.
She hasn't been healed. She's still traumatized.
Iba, call Iris's phone. It's urgent.
Weird. You mean just pulling a birdcage off of some balloons didn't heal her trauma? What are we even doing here at Abyss?
Why the rush?
Please, just call.
Hello?
This is Kaname Tate from the MPD. I met you earlier today.
Oh, Date. Is something wrong?
Where are you right now?
I'm at home.
Okay, don't go anywhere. Lock the door and stay at home.
Can you tell me why?
Who cares why? This is a direct order from the police.
You mean a personal order?
Okay. But if I do, will you play Shovel Forge with me tomorrow?
No.
Then go on a date with me.
A date?
If you promise me we'll go on a date, I'll stay home and not say a peep. If you don't promise me, then I'll wander around the city dragging a heavy suitcase.
All right, understood.
Oh, Date.
Understood.
This isn't going anywhere good, Date.
Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Fine, just don't go outside, okay? If anything happens, call me immediately. My number is...
I have it in my history. See ya.
What was that? A phone call?
I don't know. I don't know why we did that, boss.
It's nothing.
It's a girl we met earlier today. We had a dream about her mom being killed. It's kind of hard. I'm not really sure why we just told her not to leave home. Did we see something in that dream which made us wary? Oh, the ringtone. Was that her phone then? Maybe that we heard?
Hey, Mizuki, tell me something. In your dream world, I heard a phone ring. Did you hear that somewhere? Or did you just imagine it?
Date, there's no point talking to her. You couldn't heal her. Her symptoms haven't improved.
And if our incredibly high-tech mind dive machine couldn't work, nothing could possibly work.
She'll be sent back to the hospital.
I mean, I could try to, like, take her out for dinner to eat that stew, like the vomit stew that she likes so much. Maybe we could do that. Just cheer her up a bit.
Maybe the doctors can help her.
I could bring her some of the vomit stew to the hospital. About Iris's body.
Mizuki, I saw something strange in your dream.
So was it because we saw Aset's body in the dream that we're warning her not to leave home? Because there's no reason to think that that is a premonition of the future.
Iris, she was frozen. She was dead.
Unless Mizuki has like special powers where she can see the future, which that wouldn't be out of the question here.
What was that? Tell me, Mizuki, please.
Date, there is no point attempting to speak with her. Mizuki's aphonia has not healed.
Mizuki, I have to ask you. You got a Nile message yesterday, and then you went to Bloom Park. Who sent you the message?
I checked her phone, but the history was wiped.
I am trying to identify the sender now, but it will take some time.
Yeah, about that ice pick. Why did you pull it out of your mom's skull?
Mizuki, when we found you at the merry-go-round, you were holding the ice pick. I'm not accusing you of anything. I trust you. I just want to know why you were holding it. Answer me, Mizuki.
Date, please. Yelling at her is counterproductive.
Damn it.
Well, nothing else we can do. Well, boss, what do you think? Do you believe in prophetic dreams? Premonitions, you might say?
Where is this coming from? Oh, I see. This is about the body you saw in Mizuki's Somnium. Her name is Iris Sagan, the girl you went to Bloom Park with today.
How do you know that?
Iba told me.
It is one of my duties to deliver regular investigation reports.
You didn't mention the piggyback ride, did you? About the aphonia.
It didn't go well. But it's not all bad. The sink wasn't a total waste of time. We found clues.
Clues. Right.
Yeah, maybe we should go over these clues. Like, I found a picture of her mom with the ice pick in her head, and that controlled, like, the pole that attracted the lightning. And then there was the control room that led to empty space. Then I picked up a cage that had balloons in it. If you want to go over some clues, I'm interested to know about these clues. What about what we saw in Somnium?
No need to report specifics. We saw it all from here in the control room. What the sinker sees in Somnium is projected here, remember? We've got it all recorded.
Isn't it incredible? I invented it.
You must be very proud of it.
So we know about everything you saw.
Oh, do you also know about my inappropriate comments towards my eyeball? Did you heard that then?
The phone, the frozen corpse.
About the ringtone we heard.
Boss, I heard a ringtone in Mizuki's Somnium.
I know. But I couldn't tell where it was coming from.
Yeah. I don't even know if it's real or something Mizuki invented. But if Mizuki really did hear that ringtone...
Then there must have been a phone somewhere on site.
Did CSI report anything like that?
No, nothing. They searched the site, but didn't find a single thing.
Talk about some premonitions again.
Prophecies, huh? That's why you called Iris. But, Date, come on.
I know, a dream is just a dream. Doesn't necessarily have anything to do with reality. But still, I just have this gut feeling.
A good detective always follows their gut.
Date, are you alright? Perhaps the sink is causing negative side effects.
I hope that's all it is.
Are there side effects to this? No one mentioned side effects. You mentioned I could be absorbed by the other person's brain, but you didn't mention any side effects after I came out. Boss is watching. What? And how about pewter? What do you think about prophetic dreams? What does science have to say about that?
Ah, the corpse you saw in Somnium. You're wondering if that was some kind of vision of the future.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, let's see. As a man of science, I don't believe in such things.
Of course.
Prophecies and the like. However, if it was a prophecy, I would suggest the girl wear some kind of metal plate.
Huh?
You saw her. She was stabbed countless times in the back. She could have used some
proof armor or something. Just indulging in the fantasy of real-life prophecies.
Well, I mean, it's some practical advice. Maybe I could, buy Ace set some Kevlar.
Don't mind me. Anyway, prophecies are simply not possible.
True.
You see?
Let's talk about Somnium.
In a normal dream, the person experiencing the dream cannot remove themselves from it.
That's not true. I've woken myself up out of dreams plenty of times.
Dreams are first-person experiences.
I've had dreams where I was not actually present in the dream, but I was like seeing it like a movie.
However, the circumstances are slightly different during a sync. The sinker dives into the subject's mind and experiences their subconscious thoughts. But this dream is experienced as an observer, as though you were watching a play.
Mm-hmm.
The subject is the author, director, and actor. The sinker is merely the audience.
Well, I mean, I was able to affect what was happening in the dream. It's had a bit more interaction than just the audience, I think. Summarize for me.
I think I'll go to Bloom Park again.
Looking for the phone?
It might be there, it might not. I just want to be sure. Take care of Mizuki, okay?
Yeah, leave it to me.
And ask about the ringtone.
I know about the ringtone you heard.
But I couldn't tell where it was coming from.
Did Mizuki actually hear that? Or was it just a dream? Or her imagination?
That's what I'm trying to find out. Can you analyze the sound or something?
Unfortunately not.
Is there a reason why not? Just gonna leave it at that? Sorry, there's nothing we can do. Science cannot solve this puzzle. Can we just put her back in the machine and do it again? Would there be like a problem? Do it. I mean, I can't spend more than 6 minutes in there, right? But like after we come out, can we just go back in? No? No? I guess not. I guess not. Well, the map has appeared, and we would be going back to Bloom Park to try to look for that phone. However, I do think for right now it's about time to say goodnight. To say goodnight to AI the Somnium files, and goodnight to you. Go to tab. Yeah, we can save the game here. Let's save. Save our progress. Here we go. Yes. Data is saved. So, we learned more story this time round, as opposed to the first session, in which there was kind of nothing. It's kind of there was a murder and an AI eyeball, but aside from that, not much. But now we've learned where we work, the unit we work in, what we do. We work with this thing right here. We dive into people's dreams to learn the information that they are unable or unwilling to tell us. We haven't learned too much about this murder, other than we figure that the murder didn't actually happen on the merry-go-round. And we learned that perhaps there's a phone somewhere that we need to find. So we don't know too much about that, but at least we know a bit more about the background of what it is Date does, where he works, and what it is that we do. And we're finding out that perhaps Mizuki did not have, like, the best relationship with her mother. Possibly. It kind of sounded like that. But be back next time as we go back to the crime scene. See what we find. Until then, have sweet dreams. Hopefully better dreams than Mizuki has. But, better than that.